Well, there's your signifier that it's nighttime. Welcome to part 4 of Ocarina of Time, and before we sneak back into the palace, or at least attempt to sneak into the palace, I have to actually go into the market town and walk back out. Because that's the only time Marin will be seen. And sadly, I've attracted this dog. Now then, let's talk to Malin, because that's our only way we're going to be getting into the palace. Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? He must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Yes, indeed. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. Get used to this, folks. This isn't the first time you're going to be hatching eggs, and it certainly won't be the last. Trust me, later on you'll be hatching eggs for the Bigoron Sword quest. Sorry, something caught in my throat. Anyway, now we go back to Hyrule's market at night, and now that this dog then followed me, at first this was my bad memory because the dog you're looking for is in between that booth over there. It's that white dog that's hiding behind the blue booth. And why is that dog important, you ask? It's because of this house that I showed you in part 3. It belongs to this woman, and if you bring her dog back, well, the correct dog back, she'll give you a heart piece. There's about maybe 4 heart pieces here. One you definitely can get later. One I can get any time, which is what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't say any time, more like any time it's night. And one I happen to want to ignore because the Bonchu bowling is going to drain all of my rupees. Anyway, I once again picked up the wrong dog, only this time because I ran past him trying to get to the dog with the booth. No, behind the booth, sorry, not with the booth. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. But now that I've got that dog off my tail, and yes, you can only carry 1 dog per visit, so if you grab the wrong dog, you're gonna have to interact with her in order for the dog to get away from you. Otherwise, he'll follow you as soon as you enter back into the city. And yeah, you'll still have to come back here anyway. Now, this is the right dog. I mean, she just made a little Richard joke, but still, that's the dog you want to give her to get this heart piece. You come back here with the dog again, she'll give you a red rupee and then a green one every time after that. Good way to get some sort of money. Now, on to Hyrule Castle. Oh, there's another door here that leads to a shop with items that I cannot afford right now. So on that note, let us go straight to the Hyrule Castle and try to break in. No, wrong thing, buddy. I need to stop pressing Z because I'm not playing the Mega Man collection right now. Yeah, that's the thing. When you go into the menu in Mega Man collection, you press Z. And apparently, past me still had that mentality in his head, and I apologize for that. Anyway, there's one guard on this levee right here you want to try to avoid. And I get caught by him! Because I tried to glitch my way past. What I was trying to do was glitch to the point where the guards can't see me to the left and the guard couldn't see me to the right, and I could just make it to the castle straight shot. But unfortunately, that did not work. So I will have to go the right way, which is risking caught by the 2 guards in the path by trying to go around that one guard that's on the levee. So let's try that instead. And sometimes it can be rather finicky, especially these guards love to change positions. Then again, there's one guard you can actually bribe to get through the gate. And it's only a one-time deal, sadly. Anyway, now that we're past those goons, let's climb up this wall here, because going through the front gate is ridiculously stupid. Now then, don't try to walk along the moat, instead swim in the moat. Because there's one guy facing behind you! And unless he's actually looking in the moat, you will be caught! And here's the victim of what our cuckoo is going to be doing to him. And by doing, I mean waking up. And of course, he sounds country. What in tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hold on, who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of Long Lawn Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down here to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. Oh my god, do you realize your daughter's waiting for you? What? Was Malin looking for me? I'm gonna catch from her now! I messed up bad leaving Malin behind away from me. She's really gonna let me have it. Well, at least we know who's the responsible one in the Long Lawn Ranch. Other than a certain farmhand who will eventually get his revenge. And speaking of which, Malin looks oddly like Princess Daisy, while Talon looks like Mario, who just so happened to let himself go, and his farmhand Ingo, well, I might as well spoil it for you because I'm going to be visiting there after this, looks awfully lot like Luigi. Death stare and all. Anyway, now we're going to be pushing these boxes Resident Evil 2 style. Let me assure you people, I do not want to reminisce the Sherry puzzles ever again. I do not even want to reminisce that game ever again. So why did I brought it up? Because that's exactly what this is like. Anyway, just push this block on top of the box, and that's as far as it's going to go. Now, it's time for Metal Gear Link. Hopefully, I could sneak past these guards. Now, if only they gave me a cardboard box. Damn. Oh, and just so you know that there's no door over there, and there's not going to be a door. This guard is actually going to be easy to sneak by. Just wait till he turns the corner, and you should go past no problem. Next two guards in this oddly phallic fountain here, especially with a sky view, you're going to wait till the guards go into the middle aisle, and while their backs is turned, you're going to run past them. Seriously, I could use a cardboard box right about now. And just to be blunt, these guards may be slackers, but they're not Helena prison slackers, trust me. They don't just leave keys in the middle of the place, but they do leave rupees. Oh, and this area, you want to be careful because you can't use your camera here. Oh, sure enough, as I said it, I almost fell and got caught. Just slowly go across that area there, and you can just bypass that one guard. But if you want to take the low approach, wait till the guards hide behind the pillar, and then pass by. These two guys, on the other hand, you're going to have to wait till both of them have caught up to each other and made their way around that Triforce statue. Thankfully, once you get past the guards, they don't follow you on the screens. Otherwise, this would... well, as the screen progresses, sorry. Otherwise, this would be annoying. And now for the final set of guards. These guards are probably the tougher of the two, because they tend to stick close together. Now, what you want to do is wait till both guards are out of your sight. Make sure you hide behind the bushes because they tend to look behind themselves. Now, wait till one turns the corner. Now wait till the other follows him. And presto! Trust me, it's not going to be easy the second time around. And we've got to Hyrule's castle courtyard. I feel so sorry for Zelda to have guards that incompetent. She's worse than the King in Helena dungeon. Now that I think about it. And no, past me, that chicken is not going to work. However, I'm going to need my Ocarina after I'm finished talking with her. So, let's hold up a conversation with Zelda. Who? Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Yeah, they were basically rookies from Helena Dungeon. Anyway... Oh, what's that? Is that... a fairy? Wait, who are you calling? Oh wait, you meant the fairy flying around me. Oh. Never mind. Then you are you from the forest? You don't say. Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? That green shining stone? Yeah, I do have it. Do you have it? Oh, word of warning to everyone. Answering Zelda negatively will get you thrown out of the palace, where you have to go through this all over again. Well, with the exception of waking up Talon. So, answer positively to all of Zelda's questions. That is all. I'm just gonna tell you. I think there's only one or two LPers that inadvertently answered incorrectly, and you saw how, and if you've seen their videos, you would see how quickly they got thrown on their ass. So on that note, if you don't want to have to go through this trouble again, answer Zelda positively. You can't be scumbag Link in this one. Sorry, it's not going to happen. Now, Zelda definitely plays an important role in this game, other than being the Princess of Hyrule. You'll see that role later on. But more importantly, Zelda also gives you some valuable items. So yes, she is much better than Peach. And not to mention, if you play Wind Waker, she actually does something so much better than Peach. Now, what she is basically going to tell us is just about the same thing that was told to us by the Great Deku Tree. See, I told you guys we're going to end up meeting that cutscene again. Basically, what she's trying to do is collect the spiritual stones and keep them safe so that the Triforce could never be tampered with by evil beings. Who's to say Zelda won't do it? But if Zelda's dead set on trying to keep Hyrule from falling into the hands of evil, then she's basically going to have us go after the other two, seeing as how we've already got the spiritual stone of the forest. Now, here's the other thing. She mentions the Temple of Time, that the Sacred Realm is basically a gate between worlds two. Yes, we're going to be visiting that place too. However, the one reason why we were told to meet Princess Zelda is because she just so happens to know who the person is trying to kill us is. Oh, and not to mention, she also mentions about the Ocarina of Time, which is also the game's title. Now, you're going to be seeing the Ocarina of Time as well. And yes, answer Zelda positively. Do not make her repeat herself. Oh, yeah, and the person who's trying to kill you. I did mention she was going to mention that. Surprisingly enough, you wouldn't believe who it is. It's the man from the desert! Yes, I'm not going to go through this shit again. And this is the guy that killed the Great Deku Tree. So, with that said, Ganondorf just so happens to be in Hyrule Castle trying to swear allegiance, even though he just killed the Great Deku Tree not too long ago. Oh, crud. I wonder who else he pretty much screwed over. Oh, I would ask that question, but then again, I've played this game enough to know how many people he screwed over. What happened? Did he see you? Oh, and one other thing. These guys are having their discussion about the Triforce and the Ocarina of Time and the Spiritual Stones right in front of a very thin window where Ganon can hear them. His ears do more than just frame his face, you know. Just saying. Now, if she also told the King of Hyrule that Ganon is an evil person and he doesn't believe her, what kind of a king is he? Seriously, parents, sometimes you need to listen to your kids when they really have bad premonitions or eerie feelings. It could actually save your life. But anyway, we're gonna have to protect Hyrule now because the game demands it, and so does Zelda. And one more thing. You also get a key item for listening through this entire cutscene. That key item, sorry, just so happens to be Zelda's autograph. We're gonna need it for the next area. And of course, Zelda is going to try to protect the Ocarina of Time while I go find the Spiritual Stones. However, she doesn't realize that there's going to be a flaw in her plan. She's trying her best to get the Triforce before Ganon does. Oh, and yeah, I technically said Zelda's autograph, but it's Zelda's letter, but still it's the same thing. To be blunt, if we get the Triforce before Ganon, the world will be saved. If Ganon gets it before us, the world will be screwed. There's no fatal flaw in this plan. Meanwhile, slingshot this window with all the Nintendo characters in it. You'll get a free 20 rupees! Because 20 rupees is awesome. Will I get anything else? Nope. Really? Nothing? Okay. Well then, let's go here then. Oh, uh-oh. Hey you, don't cause any trouble! Oh crap! Who throws bombs at kids? You bastard! Just wow. Anyway, this is Impa. Impa is Zelda's protector, and she is also a Sheikah. The very Sheikah that was described in Hyrule Castletown. Now, she is going to teach us, that's what I was trying to say before I stumbled on my words, the Zelda's Lullaby, which is by far the most important lullaby in the game. As this lullaby will get you into several areas that needs the royal, no, it has the royal seal, or is locked by a door with the royal seal on it, which is of course the Triforce. But also, it can replenish signs after you destroy them. Now, let's play the song without screwing up. And with that, we've got Zelda's Lullaby. And our purposes for being here is over for now. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, she's going to take us out of the castle. That's always going to happen every time you sneak into this palace. Successfully, that is. Because once you sneak into it this time, well, after this, it's going to have more guards. Anyway, now that we've gone on to this land, the next destination we need to go is Death Mountain. Instead, we're not going to be going to Death Mountain right now because we need to go to Lon Lon Ranch first. Now, Lon Lon Ranch is going to be a short one. And then I'll probably go over to Death Mountain. Thankfully, that doesn't have a drawbridge. So in the next part, I will see you guys in part 5 when I go over to Lon Lon Ranch. And of course, I will sign out as soon as Impa does. Because as you know, everyone needs to go out with a Deku Nut. See you guys in part 5.